Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Knowledge Sharing. Before we continue, like us on like and follow our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comments and share our video for more interesting topics. Today we are looking at this question and it says 81 to the power of sine squared x plus 81 to the power of cos squared x equals to 30. Then find the value of x. So from this equation, we are going to find the value of x. So we have here solution. We are given 81 to the power of sine squared x plus 81 to the power of cos squared x equals to 30. Here we have the power of sine squared x here and also have power of cos squared x here. So here we can recall that when we have sine squared x plus cos squared x equals to 1. In this case, when we want to make cos x the subject of this expression, is going to be cos. That means we are going to transpose this to this other side. It's going to be cos squared x equals to 1 minus sine squared x. So here we are going to substitute 1 minus sine squared x in the place of cos squared x. So that will become 81 sine squared x plus another 81 to the power of 1 minus sine squared x equals to 30. So we have this. You see, all the power are in sine squared x. So here, we want to make this base, reduce the base of this equation. So we have here 3. 81 here is the same thing as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So this is 9 and this is 9. 9 times 9 equals to 81. That means it's going to be 3 raised to the power of 4. So here will be 3 to the power of 4 into sine squared x. Then we have 3 to the power of 4 into 1 minus sine squared x equals to 30. So this is what we have now. Now here will become 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x plus 3 to the power of 4 times 1, we have 4. Then 4 times minus sine squared x is minus 4 sine squared x. So here will become equals to 30. Here we have minus 4 sine squared x. So in this case, from our law of indices, recall that when we have a to the power of x minus b is the same thing as a to the power of x all over a to the power of b. So this is what we have, because minus b to the power of minus b will come below the fraction as a denominator. So we are going to express this in this format. So this one will become, we have 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x. Then we have plus 3 to the power of 4 minus 4 sine squared x equals to 30. So applying this law of indices to this fraction or to this equation, we have this as 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x plus 3 to the power of 4 all over, because this is minus 4 sine squared x. So it will be 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x equals to 30. So that is what it becomes. So now we can see that we have 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x and also 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x. So we can say let 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x equals to y. So substituting y in the place of where we have this, so that will become y equals to 3 to the power of 4. 3 to the power of 4 is the same thing as 81. So it's going to be 81 all over y equals to 30. So we have this. Okay, here is plus 81 all over y equals to 30. So in this case, here we can multiply all through by y. So this will become y times y plus 81 all over y times y equals to 30 times y. So in this case, we have here y squared plus y will cancel here and y will cancel here, plus 81 left with 81 equals to 30y. because 30 times y is 30y. So in this case, so we need to clean this, move to this other side. As we said, we have here y squared plus 81 equals to 30y. So in this case, 30y will be transposed into this other side. So we have y squared plus 81 minus 30y equals to 0. So here, we can rearrange this. So this will become y squared minus 30y plus 81 equals to 0. We can see that the power of y here is 2. So that means this is a quadratic equation, and we are going to use a factorization method for us to find the value of y in this expression. So we have here 81. 81 times y squared will give us 81y squared. Two factors that when we add or subtract will give us 30y is going to be 3 and 27. 27 times 3 is 81. So here will become minus 3 and minus 27y. So substituting this into this place will give us y squared. We have minus 3y minus 27y plus 81 equals to 0. The factor of this y squared and 3y is going to be y. So y into y minus 3. Factor here is going to be minus 27. So we have here minus 27 into y minus 3 equals to 0. So in this case, we have two parentheses that are equal. We take one of them and we take the outside one, where we have y minus 3. Then we have y minus, gives us the solution of this equation as the root. So now we have y minus 3 and y minus 27. It is either the first parenthesis equals to 0 or the second parenthesis equals to 0. Let's set the first one, which is y minus 3 equals to 0. Therefore, y equals to 3. And in this case, we say let 3 to the power of 4 sin squared x equals to y. We recall that we say 3 to the power of 4 sin squared x equals to y, and our y here equals to 3. So we are going to substitute the value of y as 3 in this expression. So we have this. So we need to clean this for clearer view. So here, as we said, our y equals to 3. So y equals to 3. And also, we say that y equals to 3 raised to the power of 4 sin squared x. So here we said 3 raised to the power of 4 sin squared x equals to 3. That is what it means. So now we have the base are the same. This 3 is the same thing as 3 raised to the power of 1. So if the base cancel each other, we are now left with 4 sin squared x equals to 1. So here we can divide all through by 4. So here divided by 4, here will be divided by 4. 4 will cancel here 1, 4 will cancel here 1. So we have sin squared x equals to 1 all over 4. So here we can, for us to find sin x, we need to find the square root of both sides. So we have square root of sin squared x equals to plus or minus square root of 1 all over 4. So here, this one will cancel and this one will cancel here. We have sin x equals to plus or minus 1 all over 2. Because square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 4 is 2. It's the same thing as root 1 all over root 4. So this is what it means. And we have sin x equals to plus or minus 1 all over 2. So that is the first value of this solution. So the second one that we said y minus 27 equals to 0. So this is the first one. So the second one says y minus 27 equals to 0. Therefore, y equals to, this one will be transposed into this other side, will be 27. And we also know that 3 to the power of 4 sin squared x equals to y. So this will become 3 to the power of 4 sin squared x equals to 27. So here, let's move to this other side. So now, here will become 3 to the power of 4 sine squared x equals to 27 is the same thing as 3 raised to the power of 3. So in this case, we have the same base. So they will cancel each other. So we are now left with 4 sine squared x equals to 3. So we can divide all through by 4. Here will be divided by 4, and here will be divided by 4. So 4 will cancel here 1, 4 will cancel here 1. So now we are now left with sine squared x equals to 3 all over 4. In this case, we can introduce square root to both sides. So this will become, this is the same thing as square root of sine squared x equals to plus or minus square root of 3 all over 4. So in this case, this one will cancel here and this one will cancel here. We are now left with sine x equals to plus or minus, this is the same thing as square root of 3 all over square root of 4, which is equals to square root of 3 all over 2. Therefore, our sine x equals to plus or minus square root of 3 all over 2. So this is what we have as the solution. So this is the second solution of that equation. We have the first one as sine x equals to plus or minus 1 all over 2. And the second one as sine x equals to plus or minus root 3 all over 2. In this case, we are looking for the value of x from this equation. And this is sine x and this is sine x. So we are going to look at the value of this sine x in a quadrant, what we have on the quadrant, so that we'll be able to find the value of x. So let's move over to this other side. So we have, before we go, we need to transfer this to this other side. So we have here sine x equals to plus or minus root 3 all over 2. So here we have sine x equals to plus or minus 1 all over 2. So, and so that we clean this for clearer view. So we have these two solutions, and here we are going to look at on the quadrant where we can find the value of x. So the first one is going to be root 3 all over 2, and the second one is going to be minus root 3 all over 2. So in this case, this one will be 1 all over 2, and the second one will be minus 1 all over 2. So those are the value of x that we are going to find. So for us to find the solution of this, we need to have a quadrant. We have dividing by 4, first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. Let's look at this. So this one will be, we have here first and second quadrant, because we are going to look for the value of plus 1 all over 2. We will have it positive on the first and the second quadrant. So here, we first of all take this. So we have this. This is 1 all over 2, which is 30 degrees. So here will be pi, and here will be 2 pi. So this 30 degrees, which is 1 all over 2, is the same thing as sine x as 1 all over 2 equals to 30 degrees. So this 30 degrees is the same thing as pi all over 6. Go to pi all over 6. Then we have, for the second quadrant, we have this other side. We also have 30 here. Then for us to find the value of this 30, is going to be 180 minus this. Before we have this, is going to be, for us to have this angle here, is going to be pi minus pi all over 6. That means 180 minus this. So this will give us pi minus pi all over 6 is the same thing as 5 pi all over 6. So this one, at this place we have 5 pi all over 6, and this place we have pi all over 6. So the value of sine x as 1 all over 2 will give us, our value of x here will be pi all over 6, pi all over 6. Then we need to add plus 2 pi k, where k is an integer, and also x here equals to, we have 5 pi all over 6, then plus 2 pi k. So these are the two values of x as sin x equals to 1 all over 2. The next one is going to be sin x as minus 1 all over 2. So this will fall on the fourth quadrant where we have this is 30 degrees. For us to come here, that means it's from this place, diameter of this place. So here will be plus 180. We need to move 180 before we come to this place. So that means it's going to be pi plus 5 pi all over 6. We are going to add 180 to 5 pi all over 6. So this will give us, we have 5 pi all over 6 plus pi, it will give us 7 pi all over 6. So this place, at this point, we are going to have 7 pi all over 6. Another quadrant that we're going to have minus 1 all over 2 is going to be the third quadrant, which is this. Also, we have 30 degrees. And here, for us to have this, is going to be 2 pi minus pi all over 6. So when we subtract that from here, we're going to have 11 pi all over 6. So from here, at this point, we have 11 pi all over 6. Therefore, the third answer of x will give us 7 pi all over 6 plus 2 pi k. And also, x will give us 11 pi all over 6 plus 2 pi k. So these are the value of x in this quadrant as it satisfies sin x as plus or minus 1 all over 2. That is the value of x in this quadrant. So we move over to this other side that we had sin x equals to plus or minus root 3 all over 2. So we recall that, or we know that root 3 all over 2 is the same thing as sin 60 degrees. And for us to have the positive root 3 all over 2, we are going to have it on the first and the second quadrant. So this will become, this is 60 degrees, and we know that this is 2 pi and this is pi. And here, for us to have this 60 degrees, this will become pi all over 3. So here, for the second quadrant, we have here another 60 degrees. For us to move from here to this place, is going to be pi minus pi all over 3. So that we subtract that, this will give us 2 pi all over 3. So these are the two values of x on the first and the second quadrant that will give us plus root 3 all over 2. So that means we have x equals to, we have pi all over 3 plus, remember to add 2 pi k. And also we have x equals to, we have this 2 pi all over 3, then plus 2 pi k. That is for the positive value of root 3 all over 2. Then for us to have minus root 3 all over 2, is going to fall on the third and the fourth quadrant. So we have here, if we have this point as this place, before we have here, we extend to this other side, we are going to move 180 degrees before we get to this point. It's going to be pi plus pi all over 3, pi all over 3. So this will give us 4 pi all over 3. So that means we have the third value of x equals to 4 pi all over 3. Then we need to add 2 pi plus k. K is an integer. So the second one we have here on the third quadrant, the same thing, we extend this place to here. So that means we're going to have 2 pi minus pi all over 3. So this will be 2 pi minus pi all over 3. So this will give us 5 pi all over 3. So the third value of x here will be x equals to 5 pi all over 3 plus 2 pi k. So here we can rearrange this, we can write it well. So here our value of x equals to, we have here, so here I've written it out. We have here our value of x, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 value of x for this solution. So the first one is pi all over 3 plus 2 pi k. We have second one as 2 pi all over 3 plus 2 pi k. Third one as 4 pi all over 3 plus 2 pi k. Then fourth one is 5 pi all over 3 plus 2 pi k. Then for this other side, we have x1 as pi all over 6 plus 2 pi k. Second one is 5 pi all over 6 plus 2 pi k. Third one is 7 pi all over 6 plus 2 pi k. Then fourth one is 11 pi all over 6 plus 2 pi k. So we have a total of 8 value of x that satisfy this equation. If you like what we are doing here, follow us on our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment and share video for more interesting topics. Thank you.